Dhant. Dhant, 1 year older and 3 inches taller. Dongak has a slight weight advantage as Russia faces Nepal. Global rules mixed martial arts in this one. That's 3 5-minute rounds. Bout judged as a whole, not round by round. Knees to the head of a grounded opponent are legal. No spiking or throws on the head, neck, or spine. Let's kick off One Friday Fights.
From the blue corner, Rabindra Dhant!
Rabindra Dhant out of Nepal brings an undefeated record into the one Lumpini ring with him. This guy's got 4 wins by TKO ground and pound Gianni, one win by rear naked choke. He can do it all, but on the ground is truly where he excels.
What a special day. Our first Nepali representative here on One Friday Fights, Rabindra Dhant. Started at the age of 18 in India. Spent 2 years there, then went back to Kathmandu, Nepal to train with Coach Dewees, who you see there in his corner at Lock and Roll MMA Nepal. He told us there isn't many professional athletes in Nepal, especially MMA fighters. Dhant had to work in the office. He was a hard laborer working different odd jobs to support his family and pay for his training fees at the same time. Dhant now, as we talked about, undefeated both as an amateur, 12-0 and 5-0 as a pro. This is a big opportunity for the Nepali representative tonight, Mitch.
A lot of experience on the resume of Dhant. He spent 5 weeks training out there in Pattaya with the Fairtex training camp. Got Mark Abelardo, the one veteran, in his corner. Really excited about our first Nepali fighter.
From the red corner, torepchi, dongak!
torepchi dongak, another undefeated fighter. 3-time Russian champion. The dude's got more
Martial arts when he was 9 years old. Since then, big in display, was able to stop some great.
It's gonna be fun here to kick us off on One Friday Fights.
Welcome to One Friday Fights. We begin with 3 5-minute rounds of flyweight MMA. Live from the legendary Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, training out of Lock and Roll MMA Nepal, holding a mixed martial arts record of 5-0. Representing Nepal, Rabindra Dhant! And introducing his opponent, out of the red corner, training at a Phuket Fight Club, representing Russia, torepchi, dongak!
No headbutt, don't hit the back with the head, watch your logo, and keep the fight inside the ring, okay? Back to the corner.
Referee Kemp Chang getting us started in this flyweight mixed martial arts fight.
Go.
Rabindra Dhant, torepchi dongak. Here we go. They are clashing for a staggering $100,000 contract, an exclusive ticket to the world's most prestigious stage. A lot on the line for these two flyweights, Gianni. This is your division. You ruled that for a little while.
Nice right hands there from Dhant. That's a good entry into the double leg. From Dhant, needs to turn the corner. Big takedown for Dhant to start. Dhant's got 4 TKO victories from ground and pound, so look for him to secure his position, create some space, and let the ground and pound fly.
Nice little chain wrestling into the takedown here as he pins down one of torepchi dongak's arms. Dongak's trying to push off the legs, trying to recover that guard. Working his way into half guard, very effective with the ground and pound, Gianni.
balance showcase by Dhant. Pushing on the knee there. Dongak's trying to push the knee back to regain guard, but see Dhant's always working. Short shots there from the bottom from Dongak. Dhant still looking for that pass.
Dhant's got 12 mixed martial arts victories as an amateur, 5 as a pro, undefeated in his career, but the record of torepchi dongak with over 300 amateur kickboxing fights is getting handled here by Dhant as he flattens him out, looking for that rear naked choke, trying to make it 2 submissions on his record, but torepchi does a good job of maintaining that half guard. Now he's got to work that underhook, create a little bit of space, try to push off. Dhant doing really good control here and stopping all the potential escapes from torepchi. Torepchi's got to get off his flat back, got to get onto his side, start digging underhooks and pushing.
I like these little forearm frames into these short elbows.
Busted him up, man. I think he's bleeding on, cut on top of his head.
From the short elbows, Dhant, he knows he's got 15 minutes to work. He'll take his time, and all this will slow down the natural striker Dongak as well. Again, for the 300 amateur bouts for Dongak in the striking department. Nice control by Dhant to start this first round. Pinning the bicep there again, looking to create space for the ground and pound.
Rabindra Dhant had such a hard childhood. From 15 to 18, he worked hard, labor, and then he started training at 18 and really has found some incredible success in mixed martial arts as he starts touching up the striker. Torepchi Dongak with a beautiful duck under. Torepchi's got a sprawl. Good balance maintained by Dongak. Stay upright.
Dongak did this so well in his debut as MMA fight against Ivan Orikov. But I like the level change there from Dhant. When striking first, level change right into this entry. Good pressure now, getting the hands underneath the butt. Gonna complete another takedown here. Rabindra Dhant from Nepal.
Good job, he's almost triangled the legs. Trying to trap those legs into position. Grounded up knees are perfectly legal here at 1. Great utilization from Dhant of the global rule set as torepchi is able to work his way back up to his feet. Now he needs to get those hands going, try to work his way back into this round.
That's a big left hand there by Dongak. Rabindra Dhant does not want to stay here on the ropes against torepchi. He seems fired up. He knows he's giving up 2 takedowns here.
Close that distance as Dhant throws the knee up the middle. I like the center channel weapons thrown by Dhant just to deter that takedown as Dongak throws that inside leg kick.
Making this a gritty fight, Rabindra Dhant.
Rabindra Dhant seems okay to just duck his head, bury his chin into his chest, throw hands just to work his way in. Knows it's going to be a tough road to travel to get to that takedown again.
Nice palm up there as well from Rabindra Dhant. $100,000. Life-changing contract. It can lead to millions of dollars alongside becoming a global icon. Both these 2 young men trying to get there. Nice flurry to end the round by Dongak.
Torepchi is trying to get Dhant out of there, but tough first round. Dongak working well. His father passed away when he was a young man, took him to the wrestling gym because it knew it would provide support and help him grow as a man, and look at him putting in work here in that first, but then in that big beginning of the round, it was all Dhant.
Dhant showcasing that ground and pound that we talked about. That's a big right hand from torepchi Dongak, but largely control on the ground by Rabindra Dhant, landing some beautiful elbows, doing some damage there to the top of the head of torepchi Dongak as well. Big first 5 minutes for the Nepali representative. Dongak needs to find a way to get his offense going on the feet, Mitch.
Torepchi Dongak comes from a small town out in Siberia, some of the toughest conditions on this beautiful planet. He knows what it's like to come from behind. Let's see if he can do it
Ready.
here in the second round of this flyweight mixed martial arts bout. Rabindra Dhant looks to push forward, closes that distance well, hides the takedowns nicely behind some punches. See if he chooses to take this to the ground early.
Shine on One Friday Fights, and you're on track for the biggest martial arts platform in history, one championship. These two young men looking for that opportunity. Dhant again, looking to come up the middle channel like we talked about with those knees. Every time dongak goes to level change.
Nice shot, but a beautiful defense so far early on as Rabindra goes high crotch, tries to elevate torepchi, but torepchi's doing a good job of maintaining that base. He's holding the ropes with the foot.
Looks strong in their midst. What a dump from Rabindra Dhant. Another big takedown to start this second round. Right into side control there. What can Rabindra Dhant do? Was able to go into mount briefly in the first round. Nice job by dongak to hold Dhant in the half guard position. But not where he wanted to be to start the second round, Mitch.
Good positioning from Dhant, though, to flatten out torepchi as he slides over into mount, turns him away from the ropes. Dongak giving up that arm, almost gift wrapping it to the arm bar, but good job by Dhant to adjust. Looking for the arm triangle here. A little bit high. Let's see if he can settle this in. Drive that shoulder into the choke there. He's still in half guard, though, so
A little bit high. He needs to get this ear next to dongak's ear, but Dhant is strong. Sometimes just the right amount of squeeze, you can take out opponents. Dongak doing the right thing, trying to get the elbow back inside, but submission attempt here from Dhant.
right arm's coming up high into the chin, so the choke might be gone. He abandons it. Chooses to go with the elbows instead. Did good work in the first 5 minutes, Gianni, with those elbows in that ground and pound. Torepchi dongak's tough, though.
Ultra tough Torepchi dongak. Not many professional athletes in Nepal. This one could be a door opener for the rest of the Nepali MMA athletes. Rabindra Dhant representing well. Framing off with the forearm again. Short ground and pound here from Rabindra Dhant. He's popping up now here to his feet. Nice job, though. Chooses to pass the knee through instead of popping up and landing some big shots. Control.
Yeah, let's see dongak release these grips and start pushing down on the legs, just create a little bit of space. He's explosive, he's a good scrambler, but here in mount, you gotta do a little bit more, especially now you're deep into the round. He's looking like he might get his back taken here. Not punching from the mount position. A lot of power into those shots, but they are adding up.
Short strikes. Dhant is trying to get that leverage. He wants Torepchi to turn, but Torepchi knows that. Great use of the ground and pound. You see him trying to set up that. Oh, that's a nice right hand there from Rabindra.
Torepchi needs to start pushing down on those legs, accept the fact that he's going to get smashed in the face. Push down on those thighs to get that space. This type of escape, this sit-up escape, is not something they teach you in BJJ, but he is limiting the space at which Dhant has to deliver ground and pound, so I can't knock him for his effectiveness of avoiding the ground and pound, but he's gonna have to create a little bit of space here, pop one of those legs out, work his way back up, but he pulled him right back into mount. Great balance showcased by Dhant.
Well, that's exactly what Dhant needed. He needed to flatten him out so he can create this leverage for the ground and pound.
This is how Dhant's gotten 4 of his victories, just beating up opponents on the ground. 4 TKO victories to his credit. Loves the takedown. His other win is by rear naked choke, and he looks to be setting up number 2.
Every athlete here in One Friday Fights is eyeing that one prize, Mitch, a spot in the world's top martial arts league, one championship. Rabindra Dhant off to a good start. Great ground and pound and control again. And a Nepali representative.
But torepchi dongak survives 10 minutes. And we get to see a third and final round of this flyweight mixed martial arts contest.
Take a look at the replay here, Mitch. This is the right hand landed by Dongak. We see Dhant immediately look to clinch and land the big knees up the middle. And then on top again. Rabindra Dhant has been suffocating with his ground and pound. There's a nice straight left there by Dongak, a man with over 300 amateur kickboxing bouts, but unable to let a lot of the offense go right now because of the grappling on display here from Rabindra Dhant.
Yeah, Dhant does a beautiful job of closing the distance, disguising the takedown with hands. I'd assume you want to get this fight back there as quickly as possible, but you can't just dominate, Gianni. You really have to show the ability to excite fans and put on bonus winning performances. If you want to punch your ticket to the big show, if you want to get to that upper echelon of the martial arts world, you have got to put on spectacular performances, and now is when Dhant needs to turn it up and stop this Russian machine that's trying to let go. I like the leg kicks. I really like the dongak leg kick.
But on the other side, Dhant with the forward pressure, closing the space of Dongak. Dongak needs space to let his combinations flow, but so hard when you have a fighter coming right at you. Nice entry again from Dongak, or from Rabindra Dhant, excuse me.
Good timing on the leg kick to put Dhant on the mat. This is what Dongak needs. He needs to start putting some combinations together. He's not out of this fight. Matches are not judged round by round. A match is judged in its entirety. So Dongak still's got a shot, but he's got to stop this takedown. But he doesn't.
That was a beautiful entry there. Rabindra Dhant slips the right hand, gets into the entry and drives Dongak right back into this mount position. This is a bad spot. Arms both pinned. Dhant is going to let go of some ground and pound. 4 TKO victories, all from the ground and pound position. Rabindra Dhant is dangerous here.
This might be the beginning of the end for torepchi dongak here. If Dhant can turn it up, he might be able to get Dongak out of there.
Look at the hand trapping there as well. Trapping the wrist of Dongak, making it hard for him to pop back up. Nice technique there shown by Rabindra Dhant.
Kim Chang's giving Dongak every opportunity, but this might be it, and it is.
What a victory for Rabindra Dhant. Picking up a TKO in the third round, and the Nepali flag is flying high inside the Mecca of Muay Thai Lumpini Boxing Stadium. Rabindra Dhant picks up victory number 6.
And still undefeated, Rabindra Dhant making the most of his one Friday Fights debut with a signature TKO stoppage over torepchi dongak in the first fight of the night.
Look at him trap the wrist there. Nice hip pressure, the ground and pound rains down. Rabindra Dhant, great control throughout all 3 rounds. And then the ground and pound relentless in the third round to pick up his first victory here in the Mecca of Muay Thai. Let's go up to Nara for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 55 seconds in the third round, your referee has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, Rabindra Dhant!
Rabindra Dhant representing Nepal, stepping into the world stage and coming out with a third round TKO victory. Very happy man right there, but rightfully so. Had to work different off jobs, flying the Nepali flag proudly. Congratulations to Rabindra Dhant.
Coming up,
Friday, September 22nd, the most anticipated fight of the last 50 years.